You locked your kid in a dog kennel.
Yes, because she's tearing up everything.
You really think locking a kid in a special needs kid? A special needs kid. Locking her in a dog
I'm
kennel?
gonna put this dog in there.
No, you understand how that is on a special needs kid? To where I get home and I hear somebody screaming like that? Yeah, look at your face. You hear that precious child? And I know you have more than just her that's special needs. And I can hear you calling them the R word. And locking them in a freaking dog kennel. Are you serious?
What are you scared of?
She's locked into a kennel, bro. That's what she's scared of. That's wrapped up that you cannot see. That's what she's scared of. Somebody the mom that's supposed to protect their kid. Can you see me right here?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Are you one of the police officers?
No, ma'am. I'm not. I'm your neighbor. I'm your neighbor, and I've heard you so many times. I got you help, okay? This happens a few times or a lot?
It happens a lot.
A lot?
And I'm scared.
I know. Right?
Yes.
Okay, hey, it's okay. Tell him what you just told me, okay? It's okay.
We're here now.
Breathe, okay?
Come on out, sweetheart. Come on out.
Tell me how a foster mother, someone trusted to protect, looks at a disabled person and decides a dog kennel is where they belong. Because after watching that, I have questions. And I'm not letting this slide. In this video, we see a neighbor named Justin Anderson confronting a woman who had locked a disabled 22-year-old inside a dog kennel. You heard him question her, why would you do this? We could hear the fear and confusion and urgency. And then he called the police. That video was raw, intense, and it was real. A moment when someone ordinary stepped in because something was dangerously wrong. I'm Kim, and this is Kim's Breaking Point. And this channel is for those of us who refuse to look away, for those who demand accountability, for those who stand up for people who have no voice. If you care about justice, fairness, and truth, you're in the right place. But before we keep going, let's lighten it up for just a sec. This hoodie I'm wearing, Palestine Deserves Peace, is part of my new merch line over at kimmelboard.com. I dropped a whole collection of hoodies and tees made for staying warm, staying loud, and staying informed. Perfect for scrolling the chaos, side-eyeing politicians from your couch, or just looking good while holding your coffee like the responsible adult you are. And if you're a TikToker, don't worry. The shop is over there too. All the links are right below this video for you to check out. And the best part, every purchase helps me keep making videos that cut through all the noise and actually tell the real stories. So treat yourself, look good, and support the work at the same time. It's a win-win. Now let's walk through what happened more clearly. According to the Anson Police Department and news outlets covering the story, the foster mom in the video is Kandice Thompson. Authorities say she locked her 22-year-old foster daughter, a woman with physical and mental disabilities, in a dog kennel in their backyard on November 22nd, 2025. The neighbor who recorded the clip, Justin, when he heard the cries and banging in the yard, confronted Thompson outside the kennel and demanded, "Do you not hear her?" In the video, the young woman is heard screaming for help, calling out that she's scared, begging to be let out. Police arrived soon after and found the woman locked in the kennel still. She was only wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants in the cold weather. She was clearly distressed, terrified, and by all appearances, treated like an animal. Investigators say that Thompson and her late husband fostered dozens of children and adults over the years, more than 50 in some counts. The authorities now say they will take this seriously, emphasizing their commitment to protecting the most vulnerable citizens. Thompson has been charged with several felonies, including aggravated kidnapping, injury to a disabled person, unlawful restraint, and endangerment. The 22-year-old woman has been removed from the home and placed in protective custody. What you see here isn't just a misunderstanding. This isn't a mistake. This isn't punishment or discipline. This is cruelty. This is dehumanization. A 22-year-old disabled person, someone in someone else's care, locked in a kennel like an animal, surrounded by a tarp, chain link, and silence, until a neighbor's courage and a phone camera finally gave her a chance at being seen. And this, she said, happened multiple times. So we have to ask the hard questions. How long did this go on? Were there other victims? Were there signs that the social services may have missed? How often are vulnerable people failed by the very systems meant to protect them? Because this isn't just one bad foster parent. This is a failure of oversight, of compassion, and accountability. And maybe the most chilling part, this woman's rescue came not from a state agency, but from a neighbor who heard her screams, a person who decided to record, to confront, to demand justice. That neighbor may have just saved her life. That should never be part of the plan, and the system should be doing way more. This is why stories like this matter, because silence, ignorance, and looking the other way are tools abusers rely on, and we can't let them win. This woman deserves dignity. She deserves care. She deserves a home, not a cage. My hope is that she gets real help, real support, and real justice, and that the system around her, foster care, disability services, social workers, get the overhaul it desperately needs. Now I want to hear from you. If you could change one thing about how we oversee foster care or disability support to prevent horrors like this from ever happening, what would it be? Drop your comments down below. I read every single one of your messages because it's not just about this one case. It's about all the lives we want to protect.